how you doing? This is Isaac Berlman, the voice of the community. Like always, we do have a lot of guest people here. Very enthusiastic, very positive. And today we have what's your name?
Donna Andrew.
Donna Andrew. I know her like a couple of weeks ago. We started talking about the program, talking about what she was doing, and I go, wow, that'd be great for a program. That's what I told her. So you're gonna come to my program, and she did. I'm glad that you came. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, Donna. Can you elaborate a little bit what you do, Donna?
I am a director of special education for a local public charter school.
And we also were talking about a little bit about this violence going on in not only the United States, in the whole world, right?
Sure.
Violence, a lot of things going on. It's a little bit different lately. What's going on? Why did these people do that, or what? What's going on? What do you think?
So I did some research because we did chat extensively about this subject.
Yes, yes,
And there's a lot of preconception about who's doing this and why do they do this and who are these people.
Yes.
And so I decided, because my arena is education, I would hone in on school shootings.
Yes, yes.
Statistically, I discovered that in the past 10 years, there have been over 288 school shootings
Wow.
that involved at least one death. Some of them have been mass
more.
shootings, and that doesn't include acts of violence against individuals,
Can you imagine that?
gang shootings, other acts of violence. But these are what appear to be school shooters.
But my question is this: why is it happening? Is this a new thing going on? Do the people see, well, if this is happening, I can do it? What mentally create this problem? What do you think of that?
Well, I looked at that because I listen to what people say, and I watch the news, and I look at social media, and they say things like, well, you know, these people are mentally ill, or these people are some other part of marginalized society. And statistically, that's not the fact.
Oh.
Statistically, the majority of school shootings happen by, the factor is accessibility to guns, a history of violence in other arenas,
Okay.
family dynamics, things that we can't really predict. And so there is no profile of a school shooter.
Why now? I mean, before, of course it was. Or maybe there's more publicity now than before, you think?
Well, statistically, actually,
All the time? It's been like that all the time?
no, it has been increasing.
Well, it's increasing, right?
But the reality is, social media has impacted the way that people perceive school shootings
true.
In a significant way. And it stigmatizes people with mental health needs. And that's not
Can I
the
massage the
profile.
brain a little more, let's put it that way.
Right.
Give more
They're
ideas?
branding them. Well, that's not what's happening. It's not actually giving them more ideas. What it's doing is it's publicizing specific incidents rather than looking at the whole issue, social issue in context.
So there's a social issue. Starting with the
Definitely.
parents, or starting with what? I mean, where do you think they start? Or they were born that way, maybe? I don't know.
I think that there are so many factors involved that, just like we can't say that there's a profile for a school shooter, we can't figure out, where did this happen? Were these children bullied? Are they bullied? Are they bulliers? Is their home life horrific? Is their neighborhood
It's a combination.
impacting them? Who knows? And so
Combination.
the answer is, it's always a combination. And
Combination of
there's not something that we can put our finger on socially to establish who these students and mostly students are.
Got it. What do you think is the solution? I mean, of course, I'm not 100%, but what do you think? Any points for solution for that?
Absolutely.
What do you think?
So when you consider a problem of this scope and the number of lives that have been lost due to school shootings, we have to start looking at how we view becoming mentally stable. We need to look at mental health as a societal need. It's as necessary as food and water and shelter. It's important that we start when these children are very young, teaching them how to manage their anger, teaching them how to live life with grit, how to become resilient. When we teach kids how to feel their feelings and that it's okay to feel their feelings and give them channels where they can work through natural feelings like anger and sadness and joy and fear. And instead of marginalizing them because of that, instead of telling them it's not okay to feel that way, don't feel that way, teaching them some coping skills, teaching them some social skills, teaching them the importance of conflict resolution when they're young.
Absolutely.
So that they can take it with them through their years.
So by the time they get older, they're already like being trained.
That's right.
Not to do what to do, or
That's
what's
right.
good, what's bad.
Right.
I mean, up to this moment, they say, okay, this is bad. I don't see anybody taking action on that. That's not good, isn't it? We have to take action and correct a little bit, right?
So how do we do that?
Yeah,
Where does it start?
correct.
Well, it starts wherever you can start. And that means if mom and dad are working and they have to work to put food on the table, that's okay. That has to happen. So maybe they go to preschool. So maybe they watch the movie Inside Out and they learn about the significant emotions and how that impacts their behavior and the choices that they make and the consequences
True.
for the choices that they make. Because so often, if we don't teach our children what the natural consequences in the natural world are, and they don't get consequences for their behavior, then what's the impetus to stop?
Correct.
What do I need to learn if there's no consequence for my choice?
Donna, I appreciate you coming in today.
Thank you so
It was
much, Isaac.
absolutely a lot of information, and we'll continue this program, So Many, to the community to increase awareness.
Yes.
That way, together,
Yes.
little by little, we might not change the world, but we change. If we can change one people at a time, that would be good.
That's right. You know, there's a story about the starfish,
No.
and
I
two
like
people are walking along the sand, and this one says, "Why do you keep picking up these starfish and throwing them back in the ocean? You can't save them all."
Oh.
And so she reaches down and she picks up a starfish and she tosses it back in the ocean and she says, "But I saved that one."
There you go. As a Verumen, the voice of the community, for you guys. All these programs are for you. I see so many of them. If you have anything to say, come by, and we can communicate with the community little by little. Isaac Verumen and Donna.
Nice to meet you. Nice.
On my way to my 5th period class.
We had about 10 minutes of class left.
Door just kicks open like a movie.
Everyone thought it was an animal.
I thought it was a book dropping.
And then you just heard pop, 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 bang, bang.
Boom!
And he's holding a huge gun.
Then when we heard gunshots,
Everyone just ran back into a classroom.
it's like, oh my God, what happened to my brother?
care who they shot at, they were just shooting.
I was panicking.
I hid under the desk.
People were getting shot all around
He
me.
proceeded to shoot everybody else in our class practically.
Kids were yelling, "Oh, I'm bleeding, I'm bleeding."
I don't know if the blood was coming from his head or his face exactly.
He was just sitting there in a pool of blood.
Unfortunately, she didn't make it. They're still surrounding, they're still shooting.
I just kept thinking over and over and over, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die.
We were on the hallway running away.
Everybody went every which way.
I just stood there and I started crying.
She shot through my door.
I got hit with, there's 3 pellets from the shotgun.
I said, hey, why don't you shoot this way instead? And then when I seen the guy's face,
what I saw in his eyes was terrifying.
He didn't seem stressed, he didn't seem nervous.
It was just this blank face. He was my friend.